crowd as their Chargers get set to face off with the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And he dumps it off to Blount. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Call it a 3-yard gain. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working from the gun, Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
All right, so first down, 5 yards to go. Now a play fake here on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. On fourth down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves.
Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Throwing on first is Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play fake to Blount. Now it's Wentz. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Pick your cliche, but the ball just finds Casey Hayward, doesn't it? I mean, his guy's a playmaking machine. 7 interceptions in his first year with the Chargers in 2016.
That was the most in the National Football League. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week... any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They run again with Ajayi. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. An update from Denver. The Broncos out to an early lead against the Raiders. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Vinny Curry in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, Rivers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A good pickup there at 22. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's got the rookie from Clemson, Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Rivers on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there. there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a 2nd straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
On play action, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. 23 yards on the play.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Wentz now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris McCain in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie corner from Iowa, Desmond King, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Last year, the Chargers 5-11, so you wouldn't think that they would be tied for the league lead in interceptions, but they were, Charles, with 18.
And now they just need their offense, if they're going to do that again 2017, to take advantage of and put more points on the board.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now Rivers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Rivers to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They've gone to the 2nd quarter now in Denver. The Broncos out to an early lead against the Raiders. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Wentz. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This is Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Completes it to Ajayi. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Wentz now to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Going underneath to Blood. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
Brandon Oliver now on the return. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. It's the Raiders with the early lead over the Broncos. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down, Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. Shifts past him at the 45. This time a spin. And all the way down to the 26. And now a first down following that long gain. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second down following the run. Here's Rivers. And he's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Here's Wentz to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got room. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Drops it off to Ajayi. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 34-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Returning, it's Benjamin. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and very short here, less than a yard. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Rivers now from the 50. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Hurry up!
Rivers now on second down. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
If the Chargers could get a full season out of Keenan Allen, look out, AFC West.
How much does that change for them?
Changes everything because he's a true #1 receiver. He eats up catches, and his ability to make plays downfield is just tremendous.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Play fake. Rivers. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now Wentz on third down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 38-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing on first is Wentz. And this one's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Ten yards still left on second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. From midfield, here's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Wentz now on first down. This complete left side to Aguilar. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had two previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
No back out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Wentz now on first down. Completes it to Aguilar. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On play action, it's Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Let's go. 12. Watch him now, Barney.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And some space here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Wentz now to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an open.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi, his second touchdown on the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
The tight end Henry here in motion. Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They give to Benjamin on the end around. Room here to run. Kiss him goodbye. Travis Benjamin. Touchdown, LA. Travis Benjamin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
No back out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Back to throw. Wentz. Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. The Eagles on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw is Wentz. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the rookie corner from Iowa, Desmond King. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team he's going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that